Hey Miss Robert, this is my PE assignment. I hope you enjoy and yeah. Okay, this term we have been focusing on different athletic events and improving our skills on them. Ranging from triple jump, long jump, javelin, sprints and discus, the sport and sub-routine I have chosen to base my assignment upon is discus. Discus has a very complex technique that you must accomplish to achieve your ultimate throw. The part in the throw that I will be focusing on is the angle of release and the lead up to the throw. What you throw is a metal disc weighing 2 kilograms and 22 centimeters in diameter for the men and 1 kilogram for the women with a diameter of 18 centimeters. Those just then were their Olympic standards. You also have to remain within a 2.5 meter diameter circle when you throw. Although my mates and I aren't at that level yet, we still have to throw a 1.5 kilogram disc on the athletics day. But we also throw a 1 kilogram disc just for fun, which is what the girls throw in the athletics day. We throw that just for fun if we want to make more distance. This is me in our initial athletics videos. Wait up, I'll get the video up now. Where am I at? In our group we have 2 girls, Chloe and Renee, and 4 boys, Matt, Lachlan, Boyle and me. The record for the 1.5 kilogram disc, we rarely throw it, is around 23.4 meters, thrown by Matt with a spinning technique, spins around. The record for the 1 kilogram disc is 31.1 meters, held by myself, with a standing still technique of just 2 full swings and a release on the third, and here is the video after a couple of weeks from my initial recording. I'm not sure if you could see that, but yeah, that went a bit past Boyle. But yeah, you know. The key point areas I'll be focusing on, as you can see from my first throw, it was pretty bad. Is my angle of release and like the spinning, like the lead up to the throw. When you throw a discus, it is better to have some muscle so that you're able to control it better. When you're leading up to your throw on your final swing, you need to push it just that extra bit hard, like when you swing. So you get you swing the first 2 times, right? And then your last swing, you need to swing a bit harder. Just it's just common sense. And then so in your final swing, you need to push up. You need to push just that extra bit harder than your previous swings, and the force and momentum behind that swing will be a lot stronger, and you'll do the rest. When you are just about to release, you need to have your arms straight. For example, have your arm like that, and pretend it's like a metal pole from here to down to your wrist here, and then so you just strap that there, and your arm stays like that. You can't, so just say when you're throwing a discus, you don't have your wrist like that and your arm and your wrist like that. It's all the metal pole is here and your arm turns as one, and so just so you release it like that, your discus will go that way. If you change your wrist a little bit, your whole arm should move with it. So yeah, your arm should act in that motion, when in line with your wrist, your whole arm just twists as one, pretty much. Yeah, so for example, you have a straight bar attached from your shoulder all the way down to your I've lost where I'm at. Have a straight bar attached from your shoulder all the way down to your wrist. So whenever you move your wrist and change your angle, your whole arm adjusts to the angle. By using this technique, you will have more force behind your push because your entire arm is working together. The ideal angle to release the discus is between 32 and 37 degrees, which my first throw was nowhere near. As you can see in the second picture from my initial recording, my wrist and arm were both bent upwards, which of course sent the disc flying upwards and went shorter than my other throws because of the opposing force of gravity. That would be greater because I'm throwing straight upwards. So just say I jump upwards, and then I'll come down quicker. I'll talk about it soon. I'll talk about it with like force and motion and like inertia and stuff soon. Okay, so yeah, as you can see in the pictures here, the blue picture, his shoulder. That's my first story there. My angle of release was like this terrible. My other throw was a lot better. I got 30 meters or 31.1 meters. Yeah, as you can see, wrist in line with the arm, full extension, straight along. Okay. How you're gonna want to hold the disc is take your hand and put your index finger or your forefinger, I don't know, whatever they call this finger, and you want to put it straight, of course. Straight. Put it on a straight line on the dot. So like you have your disc in your hand, pretend it's like a dot there. You want to put like your finger like that, and then you want to slide your hand up until your fingertips are like over the discus, like, you know, but just your top knuckle. So just your top knuckles over, like not your whole hand like that, just this bit here, you know, a little bit, until you just, you know, gripping it sort of. By doing this, it puts 50% of the weight of the discus on the outside of your hand, and it distributes the weight between your forefinger or index finger, whatever you want to call it, the thumb and your middle finger. How your other fingers wrap around is up to you, where you position them. You can have them wide, closed, like, you know, you can just move them, whatever feels best to you, pretty much. The reason to find a comfortable grip on the discus is so that you're able to spin the discus, and the more comfortable you are with the discus, the faster the spin you will have, and further the discus will fly. Now, including a swing, if you're a right-handed person, the disc should come off the index finger in a clockwise fashion. So like when you throw it, it should like just come off like a spin, sort of, like, yeah, I don't know if you get me, but if you're struggling to get a good spin, a drill that you can do is practice rolling the discus. It's like similar to rolling a bowling ball. Just keep doing the same thing, like have the discus and just, you know, whatever position you're comfortable in holding it in, just keep rolling it until you get like a good, until you get like a good spin, like whatever you're happy with. And then just keep doing that until you can just do it over and over again, and then you should be good from there. But the idea is that if you can do that, it's the exact same as rolling it, because you're still getting the same spin. So if you can do that, you can throw it, pretty much. Yeah, so when your disc has, we're going to talk about like the natural factors now, like, you know, when you release it, and it's in the air flying. When your disc gets left to your hand, there are natural factors to be aware of, as you can see in this picture. Gravity forces the projectile motion down and breaks the line of inertia, creating acceleration and momentum as the object, a discus in our case, races towards Earth's surface. This is the action that takes place mid-air when you throw a discus. Newton's law of inertia states that an object at rest stays at rest, and an object in motion stays in motion, with the same speed and the same direction, unless acted upon by an unbalanced force, which is gravity. You can see the effects of gravity every day. You jump and you come back down very quickly. You know, you just jump up and come down quickly. And depends like what weight you are. Like if you're heavier, you come down quicker because, you know, there's more force coming. Like, you know, there's more weight. Like just say you let a balloon go up, it'll come down a lot slower than like a 100-kilo person. And then but if you jump with more force behind you, like just say you jump on a trampoline, like you're being boosted up, and you'll go a lot higher. Same with a discus. The better form, technique, and power put into your throw, the more momentum the disc will have that will push it through the air further. So if you just stand still and throw a disc with like bad form, bad technique, and like it goes up with something like you know, bad angle of release, it'll come down a lot quicker than you actually you want to throw it. But if you get the technique right and you throw it properly, you go a lot further. Okay. After taking into account knowledge from these parts of the discus throw, I'm able to say that my throwing style has improved tremendously since my first initial throw. Combining the angle of release, the spin, and force and motion behind the discus throw you're able to achieve further and further distances with the more practice you have. I started off throwing 20 to 22 meters average with the 1 kilo. I think my record with 1 point, I don't know. I can throw further than Matt now with 1.5, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I can throw 20 to 20. I used to throw 20 to 22 meters average with 1 kilo when I first started. Now I can throw 31.1 meters with 1 kilo. But you know, it's 1 kilo. I've been throwing the 1.5 in a day, so I still got I'm not too sure what my record is for the 1.5. I think Boyle might have measured it, but I haven't asked him about it yet. But he probably forgot anyway. Anyway, yeah, thank you for listening, and hopefully you know how to throw a discus better now, like how you have your arm straight when you release it, and like your wrist and arm shoulder blade are in line, and the spin, like when you know it comes off, and like the momentum behind your swing and stuff. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed and learnt a bit. Okay, bye.